Moving on, but still in Nigeria, all about politics ahead of the elections in Anambra State. Now, come November 6th in the state, residents will go to the polls to decide the next governor of the state. Now, several prominent indigents of the state are currently vying for the top spot, with the major contenders being Professor Chukwuma Soludo of the All Progressives Grand Alliance, which is APCA, Senator Andy Uba of the APC, Mr. Valentine Ozigbo of the People's Democratic Party, which is the PDP, and Ifeanyi Uba of the Young People's Party, YPP.
Now, in the past few weeks, the state has witnessed violence, murder, arson, and kidnappings, and there have been allegations that these crimes were sponsored by some unruly politicians to favor their candidates. Now, to give us an insight on the happenings in the state as we approach election, we have joining us live from Awka, the Anambra State capital. We have Francis Okoye, who is an APC stalwart for Anambra State and also member of the Contact and Mobilization Committee of Senator Andy Uba campaign organization. Good morning, Francis. Welcome to the program. Now, you have been a part of many elections in Anambra State, and you have also been a member of quite a number of political parties in the state. What is so unique about the Anambra State election this time around?
Anambra State has always been a very interesting state whenever it calls for election, in the sense that this is a state that is blessed with enormous human and material resources. This is the only state in Nigeria where when an election comes up, you see billionaires, millionaires contesting the elections. You see people who are well endowed, not just academically, who have done well in both business, private and public enterprise joining the race. This is a state where people who have so much money to throw around join the race. So Anambra State, not just that, Anambra is the heart of the Igbo land. So all these coupled together makes our election very interesting and very unique every election year.
Yes, Francis, many will agree with you about the kind of big political bigwigs and yes, top shots with money to give and all that. But as the big parties deploy their strengths, Francis, one big question on the lips of watchers of this election as we build up to November 6th is on the ballot. And the big question is, do Anambra people, Anambrarians, do they really have a mind of their own? And are they able to make independent choices in these elections, given the kind of top shots we have on the ballot?
Yes. A typical Anambra man cannot be swayed with the kind of money politicians throw around on election day or even prior before election. A typical Anambra man is a man who is always satisfied with not just himself, but with the people around him. He only needs government to provide those basic amenities for him to thrive on his own. Anambra people are hardworking. If I speak it in Igbo, I wouldn't abasi mboike. We are highly enterprising populace. And because of that, all we need is a government that can provide us with that enabling environment like good roads, especially good roads, infrastructure like electricity, so that that man at Mbo that is operating an ordinary welding shop can be able to see electricity to power and service his shop. That barber at a Koka can be able to see electricity to service his business.
Francis, are you still there? Okay, I think we just lost Francis. Okay, please go ahead.
Good facilities. I'm hearing you.
Right, yes, we can hear you. Please go on. You. Yes, yeah. Please.
Yeah, we only need good basic health facilities. These are the things that a typical Anambra man needs for him to thrive. And because of that, I don't think that the money that politicians are going to throw around will be able to determine how a typical Anambra voter is going to vote on election day. I disagree with that. Right. We are independent-minded. Whatever the people who are playing this game, the politicians, the candidates, or their parties are going to do cannot be the way the typical Anambra voter is going to vote. We are going to vote consensuously, taking into cognizance where we are coming from. Where were we coming from? We were coming from a place where when Ngige was the governor for 3 years, Ngige was able to take development to the highest level in Anambra State, particularly in the area of road and health, in the area of promoting the welfare of civil servants. Most of the roads in Ngige constructed as a governor are still motorable today in Anambra State. That is where we were coming from. Then from Ngige, we went to Peter Obi, and Peter Obi sustained the legacies of Ngige and even added more. That his program of ensuring that every sector in Anambra State, the educational sector, the health sector, public service sector, all of them, Peter Obi put them into shape, and he was able to do well as a governor. Then we now have a current governor who has stayed for 7 years and 7 months, and he has taken Anambra State development 35 years backwards. I say it with authority.
All right.
We are not as
And that's why we have an opportunity for elections once again in your state. Now, Francis Okoye, coming back to this important question, most of the parties are yet to even flag off their campaign, including your party, APC. Why is that so? And first of all, Francis, why are you a member of the APC? Why did you join the APC ruling party right now?
Well, let me answer the first question first before I answer why I joined the APC.
Okay.
You said most of the parties have not flagged off their campaign. Let me say to you that flagging off campaign is a mere jamboree. Whether you flag off or you don't flag off, most of these parties are already at the grassroots, mobilizing and sensitizing the electorates, the people, on where to vote, how to vote, and who is the best candidate. My party, for instance, APC, has not done flag off. We didn't do flag off because we are looking at the security situation in Anambra State. And we cannot risk assembling more than 10,000 or 15,000 people at a place. And at the end of the day, we may have casualties where many of them will die, get injured and all that. Anambra State, as we speak today, is not secured. So we cannot risk such jamboree. The main thing about this election is going to happen at the grassroots. And what is the grassroots? The ward level, local government level, and the polling booth level. So APC as a party is well prepared and has already engineered and serviced all her structures at the local government and the ward level for them to be able to talk to the electorates, sensitize them, and tell them why Andy Oba is the best man to be the next governor of Anambra State. That is what I think APC, my own party, is doing. And I think also that other parties are equally doing it, whether flag off or no flag off. Then on the issue of why I joined APC, my good friend, I was in YPP for 3 years and 9 months. And why I entered YPP was because APGA denied me the opportunity to contest for primary for State House of Assembly that I ran for 2018 through 2019. During the 2018 primary of APGA, I was denied the opportunity to contest for the primary for Njikoka, one state constituency for the House of Assembly. I was the only person that was disqualified in that primary, and the process through which I was disqualified was not fair, free, and credible. I was told that I have not stayed up to 18 months in the party, 1 year in the party, while I had already stayed 18 months as at the time of conducting this primary. So you can see that the party cheated me. So I couldn't stand the cheating, so I had to join the Young Progressive Party. And having joined the Young Progressive Party, I ran for the election, contested, and I made waves. At least among 17 of us that contested for that election, I came second. It was the sitting APGA candidate that defeated me. That shows you that I was able to use YPP to really make a statement. Now, having stayed in YPP for 3 years and 7 months, I think the part of the vision upon which I joined YPP, the vision of togetherness, the vision of inclusiveness, the vision of allowing everybody to air their opinion and bring ideas to the table for us to change the narrative, the vision of progressiveness, all those things are no more seen in YPP again. So I had to leave and join APC. And why joining APC? It is high time we Igbos join the mainstream politics. It is high time we stop complaining from the outside. Enter the house, whatever you see that is anomaly in APC, which is the house, join that APC, join that house and correct those anomalies. We will have 12 opportunities of sharing things among 12 people. And when you go in the sharing table, you see only one Igbo man or one person from the southeast, see about 3 from the southwest, Yoruba, and the rest are Northerners. And when they do the sharing, the people that will have the largest bulk of the share is from the north. And that is because the Northerners dominate APC.
Right.
They equally dominate part of PDP too. So why can't we Igbos join that mainstream politics so that we can be able to correct those anomalies we are complaining about?
Now, Francis, you said quite a lot. I mean, you even touched on security. Now, a major concern for this election is the calls by IPOB for the cancellation of the polls. I mean, we've been seeing the sit-at-home order that has been placed every Monday. Now, do you see INEC conceding to this with the heightened security threat in the state?
Which the statement made by INEC last week, where after their meeting, they said it categorically that, hey, yes, we accept that there is security challenge in Anambra State, but we can tell you with authority that Anambra election must hold. INEC said it last week. And me joining INEC in saying that this is a constitutional matter. Obiano's tenure is ending by March 17, 2022. And by law, Obiano cannot stay in that office more than that March 17, 2020. And election has to be conducted for a new person to assume office and take over from Obiano. So IPOB telling us that there will be no election or using sit at home to scare people. See, the worst it can achieve is to reduce the number of people who are going to come out to vote. There will be voter apathy. That is the worst that IPOB agitation can achieve. I am appealing to my brothers in IPOB. Let us allow peace a chance. Let us allow, that if you continue to join them and say that the elections should not go,
Francis,
occupy it. Are we going to have a caretaker administrator which will not favor us? No, the best thing is to
look forward, Francis, we look forward to the elections. But just before we let you go, and you can answer this one in a very straight sentence, yes or no. Will the APC win come November 6 elections?
We will win this election massively. We will win it. APC will win it.
All right, well said, Akweke Francis Okoye, who's an APC stalwart in Anambra State and also the contact committee member of mobilization for Senator Andy Uba, head of that elections. Thanks once again for your time.